Okay, last night put a video up of the NYPD emergency service unit with a model I built for John up in New York. We saw that. And here's the other one. Excuse my notes up here. This is the New York City Correction Department, or Department of Correction. I don't know how they actually refer to it, but anyway, NYC Corrections. You can see the decals here. Emergency service unit they have. This one is an actual M113. The NYPD one is, I think it's an older version of the M113, but that's what we built the model from, was the M113. And as you remember, the model itself that we run this from is this military model here that it's a 35th scale plastic model kit that had to be built. A lot of military stuff on there. The buyer said something, obviously not to put the gun on this, said that the media and citizens of New York would go bonkers if they thought this was rolling around as an armed unit. So obviously, as you can see the top here, you can see the turret. Actually, I guess it'd just be considered the hatch on this one. So anyway, different decals, striping, and everything on this one. Pretty decent model. Took quite a while to complete, but anyway. So here's what we come up with. Again, it's 35th scale. All the hatches are loose, obviously. Anyway, as you can see, let's park it just like it is in the picture here. You get an idea of what we're looking at here. It's a little bit lighter. Obviously, it's not in the sunlight. New York Corrections decals on the side, emergency service unit. Made the decals myself. As you can tell, they have the blue shadow drop on the lettering for the New York City or the NYC in correction, and then also blue lettering with the orange shadow drop on those. Top hatch does open. Actually, can be removed all the way. I didn't glue it in case he wants, or John wants to glue it in, or however you want to do it. I'll let it be. This hatch actually will open as well, and can be removed. It'll come off all the way. On the front, I already saw that it come loose because I dropped it off just a second ago. This engine cover will raise, and then also that will raise up, and then this can be removed completely as well. So any of this can be glued on once you get the model. If you want to glue it on, John, it's fine. Do it how you want to. Like I said, I didn't want to make those decisions for you, but it will stay on there pretty well. So that won't. Anyway, those can be glued on. Like I said, I wanted to leave them off of there in case you wanted to make the changes or something once you got it. If I glued them on there, it would be a lot harder to change than if I didn't glue them. You could always add a drop of model glue or super glue to those and get those to stay on permanent. Got the little pull and tow hooks in the front there. Emergency service unit and block lettering in the front, just like it is on the real APC. Flip around to the back here. There's the logos on the back. Pretty interesting logos. I never really paid any attention to this. The buyer actually brought this to my attention anyway. There's the Corrections Department shield or logo, and then here's their emergency service. I don't know if that'll focus in or not. It probably don't look like it's going to. Correction Emergency Service Unit logo on that as well. And then on the back here, this door will open. It'll come all the way off, this rear door here. I didn't glue it shut. And then this hatch will drop as well. You can see inside, this top door here opens. This can also be removed completely if you want. Let's pop these off here, get a little bit of light inside. You can kind of see the detail inside here. Went and finished it out pretty well. Again, didn't do the olive drab colors that it called for in the model, assuming that NYPD and the Corrections Department probably painted these a little bit brighter inside. Be able to see what they're doing. A little bit more red safety markings and stuff in there as well, as you can see. So, haven't seen the inside of one of these, which is probably a good thing. So I just kind of had to wing it, I guess, with the colors that I would assume would be in there. The buyer was more worried about the exterior of it being as accurate as possible. So that's what we went with. So there we go. There we have it. It's complete. I said again, it's a 1/35th scale. And I dropped that on there. It'd be great. Looks like it's about a total of, I think it may be 6 inches long, something in that area. And just a little, about 5.5 inches long is what it ended up being. 5.5 inches long and about, looked like 3 inches high, 3 1/4. It's not a real big model, but it still turned out real well. Pretty good little replica of the real thing. So anyway, there we have it. John, I appreciate the orders. I know you sent me a picture of that jet ski, so if you want to get going on that, just holler at me. We'll get one ordered up. We'll start getting the decals and everything ready for it. Thanks again for the orders.